Yeah.
Wow. So what would you recommend for people watching? We'll get right into the how-to tutorials on this. Where to start?
Well, you got to start by building your credit score, because without a credit score, you're just not going to be approved for any credit card. So normally I say get a starter card, like the Discover It card is a great one to start with.
I love that one.
Yeah.
It's funny, really quick side tangent here. Every time I meet somebody, they come up to me like, Greg, guess what? And everyone whips out their wallet. They pull out the Discover It. This is my first credit card. Look what I got. I'm so proud of them. I'm like, that's awesome. But the Discover It, not one person has had a single complaint with them.
Yeah, because it's great. You can get approved with it with basically, what they call a thin file. Like, not, you can have someone with a bad credit score that they've damaged their credit score through missed payments, but someone who just has no credit score because they don't have any information, normally they approve you easy for the Discover It. And it's a great opportunity to have your first credit card that actually earns rewards, and they do first year cashback match.
Yep.
So you earn double cashback in the first year. So it's an awesome card. Definitely recommended. And then get another card. Like, don't stop at that. You want to get like maybe 3-4 cards in your first 6 months, because the more on-time payments reported each month, the faster your credit score will grow. And you can literally be at 700 within like 3 to 6 months if you do it right.
Yeah.
But then at the start, your first 5, you want to make sure some of those are chase cards because of the old 524 rule, which I'm sure you know about it.
Yes.
But like if you have opened more than 5 credit cards in the last 24 months, you can't open any Chase cards. Chase won't approve you for a card. So at least maybe 1 or 2 of your first 5 should be Chase cards. If you're starting now, you could get the Sapphire Preferred, which has a 100,000 point bonus. You might as well. It's free money, right?
Yeah.
You might want to get that for maybe your 3rd card because you want to build your credit score a little bit first. Another good tip is when your credit score is approaching around 700, Amex cards actually give quite high limits. Yeah, that's something I always recommend, because if you can get a card, I remember I had cards with like $2,000 limit, that kind of thing, Chase Freedom. And then I was approaching 700 and I applied for a Hilton card from Amex, and it was like, boom, $10,000 limit. I was like, whoa, this is cool. And then after that happened, I was never denied another card after that. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Basically, they see that you've got other credit cards that are $10,000. Normally they'll easily approve you for whatever you apply for.
Got it. What about for the people that say that they don't spend $4,000 in 3 months? So they're afraid that they're not going to be able to meet the minimum spend, because that's the one caveat to some of these cards is they say, in order to be eligible for the 100,000 points, you have to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in the first 3 months. Otherwise, you don't get it.
What I would say is, well, one way of doing it is that you could go for slightly lower tier cards that, maybe the bonus isn't as much, but you only have to spend, say, 500 or 1,000. Like, particularly people who are like students or, who don't really have a full-time job would struggle. But you can also look for other ways of paying certain charges with the card that you wouldn't normally. Like, for example, you might be able to pay your student tuition with a credit card. Normally, they'll charge a fee. So only pay just the amount that is needed to get over the bonus, because you don't want that fee to be too much. But if you say have to pay a $300 fee, but you're getting 100,000 points, which is worth $1,250 through the Chase Travel Portal, you minus 300, you're still $950 in profit. Yep. So paying things like that, or you could get a credit card just before you're about to book a big vacation that's going to, cost you a few thousand. You can kind of think of it like that.
Yeah, that's what I used to do is when I was renovating properties, I'd purposely delay getting a credit card until I knew I had to make all of these big payments. And usually what I'd do, because I would pay a contractor, I would just tell them, go and use my credit card when you're going and paying for materials. That's it. And I would tell them, just go and charge the $4,000 on this. Anything else, I'll pay you directly, but just charge this. And during one renovation, this was 2016, when the Chase Sapphire Reserve came out, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I think at the same time I got the Amex Platinum. And all of those, I was just like, minimum spend a day, because I was going to spend the money anyway. Yeah. So my thinking was, I may as well just get all of these cards. I didn't want it to go to waste. And I think within those 3 cards, I was able to get, I think I got 80,000 for the Platinum, 80,000 points, 100,000 for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I don't remember what the Preferred was. It was either 50,000 or 75,000 points back then. And I just loaded up. Nice. And that to me, I still have those points. But I still have them. I have not. I've become a point hoarder.